It's time. It's 2023 build and price of the Ford Bronco. That is right, and I, for one, am very, very excited about this because Ford's added a lot of new options and a lot of new trims, and maybe too many trims, but you guys know I'm going to break this down and go through all this for you guys. But first, if you haven't yet, smash that like button for me. It just helps people find the channel. I greatly appreciate that. And if you have subscribed, I really greatly appreciate that. And please ring the bell. I only, out of all the nearly 7,000 subs I have, only 600 of you have rung the bell. So as soon as I do things, you get notified that way. So let's jump into this build and price. And as always, we'll go over here to the Ford website. And as you can see, we got a plethora of Broncos to look at. We've got the base, the Big Bend, the Black Diamond, the Outer Banks, the Heritage Edition, which is a new trim this year, the Badlands, the Wildtrak, the Everglades, and Heritage Limited Edition, and the old Raptor. Now, if you look, we'll go start back here. We're going all the way from $32,000. These are all in two-door trims, by the way. $32,000 to you get over here to the, obviously, the Everglades, and some of these are just four-door trims. But the Raptor is the four-door trims, but you can spend up to $73,000, and I have a feeling you could spend a lot more on that if you really, really wanted to. So, well, and then if you find people that are flipping them, you really spend a lot more than that. But let's go through each one of these a little bit so I can figure out which one I would buy. So the base is, it's like Ford says there, it's the essential Bronco. Like you're getting a cool Bronco. I've always on my live streams on Monday nights, I always kind of poke at the base a little bit, but there's a reason for it. I just think base, should be what it's called, a base. But you can get all these in Sasquatch package, which is a big deal to me. Like the idea that Ford allowed everybody to the ability to Sasquatch is pretty cool. Now, I will say this: I've poked around this a little bit. Sasquatch package has went up, up, and so you might be surprised when you go to reorder yours that some of you will have price protection, but any new orders that maybe get through late November, early December, may be surprised at the price increase on that. But is what it is. So Big Bend, you're getting a few extra little things. You're a little bit nicer interior. Black Diamond, which is kind of I find Black Diamond to be the sweet spot of all of these, and you don't get. I don't see a lot of these around. Is what's strange to me. I mean, starting at $38,000, where the the next step up really is the Badlands starts at $45,000. So I really feel like Black Diamond is a diamond in the rough, we'll say. But next up is Outer Banks, which starts at $41,855. And the Outer Banks, you're going to get options like where you can get the painted fenders, the little plastic fenders that stick out there. You can kind of see them. Let's see. Right there, you can kind of see them like that. A little more luxury to it, but, it is a Bronco, so you're going to have the same capability. Next up, you got the Heritage Edition. Now, there is some, damn it, they're not going to allow the Big Bend in it. There it is. These two monkeys right here are in the same jungle. Heritage Edition is a Big Bend, and you might be scratching your head going, well, why is this one $36,000, this one's $44,000? Well, with the Heritage Edition, you're going to get the ability to have the white painted roof. You're getting the cool special Ford grill, the old kind of throwback grill. You're getting these special graphics that the pinstriping going down there with the Ford in the front, which I think they did wrong. I think they should have put the Bronco part in the rear instead of up front, but is what it is. And you're getting some cool throwback wheels. But other than that, the interiors, you're getting some white to the interior. But as far as anything special, like electronic-wise, it's a Big Bend. And I find it to be very, very cool. But the price increase is, well, I can paint a roof and I can buy that grill. You can buy those grills from Ford. They accidentally sent them out in February or last December. You could actually order them. It was a big oops that nobody talked about. Let's see. Next up, we got the Badlands, which I think is probably the best option overall on this because here where I'm in Middle Tennessee, I do a lot of rock crawling, stuff like that. Having the ability, factory, front and rear rock lockers to that thing, the sway bar disconnect, which I've used. I've got a video on it where we were in Iron Gap Road here in Tennessee, and having that sway disconnect gave us more ability, more flex. I liked it a lot, but you're starting at $45,095. I was looking over at the Heritage Edition, and to me right now, if you just look at the same price there for what you're getting, I know this is probably soft top or this is hard top. I think it's like $675 now to add a hard top, and I can have it painted and still probably getting a lot more than this. But the Heritage Edition, I'm not crapping on it. There's a reason somebody wants that vehicle. I think the Badlands for me is the most capable, and if you want to go just use it and kind of not tear it up purposely, but if you want to abuse it, I think that's the sweet spot. We've got Wildtrak starting at $52,780. And that is quite of a jump from where it used to be, but you're getting the Haas 3.0 suspension system in it, which I think is a loss that they didn't offer that in the Badlands. The Wildtrak, you're getting carpeted floorboards versus Badlands, you're getting the rubber floorboards. The Wildtrak was sold to us as a desert running beast, and then they brought out a real desert running beast down here. But let's keep going. So Everglades, $53,895. It is basically a 4-cylinder black diamond, basically, that you're getting a little bit more capability out of because they did raise the water forging up, I think 3 inches. So all they basically did was raised up the breathers for that so it can be a little bit higher. You're only getting the 4-cylinder engine option for that, but you are getting the winch up front from the factory. You're getting it's a pretty capable little thing. Getting a lot of cool options. I think you're getting the snorkel, and I think if you want that, you better jump on those pretty quick because I don't see Ford. They didn't have a high take rate on those last year, so I don't see Ford keeping that around for a long period of time. And but maybe now that they're actually builds for those are just now being built and shipped, so maybe that we see them on the road, people start wanting those. Next up are the big dogs. You got the Heritage Limited Edition starting at $66,895. Now, that's a lot of money because the Heritage Limited Edition is just basically a loaded Badlands. And as you can see, $45,000 versus $66,000. That's a lot of cheddar. But what you are getting with this Heritage Edition, the Limited, well, there's only building 1,966 of them. And Ford's not made it clear is that 1,966 4-doors and 1,966 2-doors. It's not been made real clear on that. And we all know they've had the issue with the first editions back in 20 that we're only going to build 5,000. Then they mixed up and no, it was going to be 5,000 of each. So I don't know on that one. And then to end it up, we got the Raptor. The Bronco Raptor, which is the most extreme build Ford can offer. You're getting 37-inch tires with that thing, so you're a lot taller than the normal, the normal Sasquatch package with its 35s, and you're getting a lot more capability. You're getting a full true off-road suspension in this thing. It's very capable. Ford puts Raptor on it. They've tested it, and it's a beast. The one thing I will say for Raptor that I wish it would have gotten is a painted roof. You're getting just the normal roof that all the other trims can have, and I think for that $73,000, I think that's the one option that should have been on there. But you're getting the big wide fenders, you're getting that big FORD across the hood or the grill there, and it's a beast. It's not for everybody, and clearly the price shows that it's out of a lot of people's range, but is what it is. Now, going through all these, I'm curious which one's in the comments below. Might be a long video, guys, but I'm curious which one would you choose. I've chosen the Badlands in the past because I think from my point of view, that is the most capable and the most practical, but that's not what I'm choosing this time around. That is not what I'm choosing. Which one would I choose if I'm going to build for 2023? You got base, we could do a base, and then I could add all the aftermarket parts I want and really kit this thing out. Big Ben, I've always been hard on Big Ben because I feel like if they took that one out of there, you would never notice it. You could have the base fill in a couple of those spots and you'd never notice it. The Outer Banks is pretty plush. The Heritage Edition is pretty cool, and Wildtrak, that's supposed to be one of their desert runners, and Everglades and Heritage Limited Edition, and you've got a lot to choose from now. That's the thing. I know Jeep offers the same way. Jeep there's an option for, if you have a freckle over here, they probably have an option for you. But if you don't have the freckle, you got to go to this option. That's how crazy these off-road builds can get. But I think I'm going to look at the Black Diamond in a 4-door trim. And like I said, this was going to be what I was going to order way back when. And I just, I wanted to upgrade it, to the sway disconnect. But I think there's a lot of value in this thing. As you can see, you're going to get the 32-inch all-terrain tires with this and from the factory like that, which is, pretty capable. You're getting the Steely wheels, which I would have kind of went the Steely wheels probably more with the Everglades. But it is what it is. You're getting, a capable bumper up there, but it's not the modular bumper. Comes standard with this thing. And we got to choose some colors. So first off, Ford's changed a few of the colors. Gone is Cyber Orange. You don't see any fun yellow up there. But we've got first up there's Shadow Black. Let's find a. There we go. That's a little bit better to see these colors. Next up, you've got Oxford White. Then you've got Cactus Gray, which is a classic throwback color that I really wanted, and Kelly fought me on. Iconic Silver. Then you got Carbonized Gray Metallic, which is a good color. Race Red, sporty. You got everybody's favorite Eruption Green, which it looks kind of so bright there, but in person it's not. That's Ford. You need to work on your color on this a little bit. Then you got Hot Pepper Red Metallic clear coat with a $495 upgrade on that, which is not as cool to me as the Rapid Red was. You guys know I'm a big Rapid Red fan. Then you've got Area 51, Velocity Blue Metallic, and to wind it down, Azure Gray. But look at that, look at that price there, $995 upgrade for that color. Why that much of a upgrade on that color? That's I mean, it's nothing special by any means. It's pretty close if you look at it. And Area 51 in person, when you see these colors, they're pretty close. Area 51 is not going to get any upcharge. Velocity Metallic, you're not getting it upcharge. But let's look around at this color. See what it has to offer. It's not a bad-looking color. We've seen this on some other Ford products. But not bad. But I think for me, I'm going with the Velocity Blue Metallic. I love this color in person. I think it pops. It's sparkly to it. I'm going to wrap mine anyways at some point. So kind of strange that look at the doors, how bright they are versus the fenders. Kind of strange. Ford, fix your build and price because that is that's the FE color. The lightning blue versus that. That's kind of funny. Anyways, we'll move on from there. So now we've got engine options. You've got the 2.4 EcoBoost engine, which makes right at 300 horsepower, or you can go with the 2.7 EcoBoost, making 330 horsepower. Now that is with premium fuels, by the way. If you do not use premium fuels, you do lose about 15 horsepower on each of them. The 4-cylinder peppy. I think for me personally, if I'm doing the 4-cylinder in a 4-door or in the 2-door, I'm probably okay with it. Even though there's not much weight difference between the 2-door and the 4-door. I'm always want the horsepower. I'm always going to add the 2.7 to this right now. And as you can see, it's going to force you into the 10-speed automatic transmission. So we're going to remove that 7-speed, but there's a hefty price increase for that because the engine's $18.95, and then the transmission is going to boost you up there a little bit more. But I having owned the 2.7, I got in it last night. God, that thing will scoot, man. I love that little engine. We got included. We got options here of part-time 4-wheel drive. Let's see what it says there. So. Electronic shipped on the fly. As you can see, you're missing a cool button there. You're still going to get cool goat modes. Let's see what the other one offers. Let's see what it says here. There you go. You're getting the automatic. Basically, that's the big price increase on that. And if we click it, what happens? Who knows if it put us actually into another price. But I will say running around the winter with the 4A is pretty nice. So obviously now we're in the 10-speed automatic, so we have no choice in that matter. You're going to get the 446 axles with the rear locking, comes standard with the Badlands, but I have a feeling we might option that up a little bit. Now, equipment group. The standard 321A equipment group. Let's look at that. So you're going to get the manual tilt telescope steering wheel, the push-button start, LED headlamps, cruise control, front center console with armrest, a leather wrapped steering wheel, leather gear shift knob, interior grab handles, one in the center for console and passenger side. Let's see what the old mid package says we're gonna get now. So with the mid package, which I have in my current Bronco, you're gonna get the two-door intelligent access lock and unlock with the swing gate, which is nice with the key fob. You can just touch the handle and it unlocks itself really nice. The dual zone climate electronic temperature, I love that a lot. I know Kelly does as well. You're getting the foot lighting. You're going to get the 110 AC power outlet in the back side of the center console. We actually do use that quite a bit, so I'm very high on that. You're going to get the auto dimming rear view mirror, which I'll be honest, I never noticed that mine auto dims. I'm sure it does, but they're that good now that you just don't notice it. Remote start available only with the automatic transmission, which I love. I've got my key fob here. And I could start it right now, though I don't think you would hear it. I've made some tweaks to mine. Go over to our website, allterrainnation.com, and you'll see all the tweaks I've made to mine. Reverse sensing, which is nice because I have people that walk down the sidewalks in my neighborhood, and sometimes not paying attention, I have had it alert me that people were coming near me, and it was very nice. You're also getting Sync 4 with the advanced voice recognition. Ford Copilot 360, and you're going to get the connected navigation, which is pretty good. I didn't re-up mine, but it was pretty good when I used it. So yes, I'm going mid-package on that. For me, I know it's worth it. I've used it. Now, I like it. I can't imagine going to a lesser package. Next up, we got the options of Sasquatch package for $4,495. That is correct. Sasquatch package is, they phrased it up a little bit. So, 17-inch wheels. I do love the wheels and the ability to have, if I want to run beadlocks in this thing. You're getting the 4.7 final gear ratio, which is definitely made for the bigger tires. So if you're wanting to add bigger tires to it, you're not going to notice much. Even if you wanted to go down the road and add 37s, you're not going to really notice much. Now, if you're with the 4.46s and you go straight to 37s, you're going to notice it a little bit. But you're getting the high clearance suspension with the Haas 2.0. You're getting the high clearance fender flares right here. So all they are is just basically a wider fender flare for the because it's a little bit bigger tire. And you're getting the 315 17s. They are the They are the Goodyear Wranglers. That they don't like to say Wrangler on them. But yes, I'm adding that all day long because if I'm buying an off-road vehicle, I want the most off-road vehicle I can get. Now, what you're not getting, did you see sliders pop back up on there? No. Some of these things, they're slowly kind of making exclusive to other trims. And I can't remember because it's been since 2020 since I built one of Black Diamond. But I feel like the Sasquatch package used to give you everything on that. Now, I've got a feeling we can option that down the road. Towing capability. Yes, I always want the factory towing capability. I know people go, man, it's $600. That's a lot of money. You can buy the hitch itself for like $150, but the wiring on these is not plug and play. So it's a little bit difficult for that. So I'm okay with that. Now, you can see, look at that pretty blue, man. That thing looks nice. Those black wheels. Oh, I even actually like the bumper that comes with these. I actually like that a lot. And had it been where I didn't have to option the modular bumper that I had on mine, because I knew I was going to put an off-road bumper, a non-factory off-road bumper on mine, I would have just went with this and been fine for a while. But let's see. So we're getting tires. There's nothing to really talk about there because we are getting the Goodyears with the Sasquatch package. Now, top. The retractable top. Let's look at this. So this is available on all Bronco trims. This looks like the best top that you could get if you want it. It's kind of strange that you could buy this from the factory with the best top, but it's Trek Top by Best Top, says it right there for $2,480. Now, that same top I know you can get for about $1,800 from TC Customs. So I don't know. Is it worth it to you that you could do it from the factory? Maybe. Let's see, mesh top. So the kind of beamy tops there, I will say these are generally from Best Top as well, and there's other brands out there that I think do a little bit better job. The twill of it is, or the mesh of it is just a little bit better than some of the factory options there on that. Let's see what this one is. Soft top canvas. So I think they're just slightly different for each, the way they mount up here. So once again, this is not one that I would purchase. Now, retractable front row twill. So this is the what they call these sunrisers by Best Top or whatever, which is actually pretty cool. The only problem I have with this thing is, and they're not showing it, is it's deep black. It's a real dark black mesh top, and then you got this light gray hard roof. But if you like the ability to be in town, crank that back when you want to, crank it back when you want to, and not have to worry about storing the tops. It's a pretty cool option. Let's see. So right now we have the soft top with the black cloth. Now you have the hard top option here. So, and we all know they've had a couple issues with their hard tops, and I think they're all in the clear now with that. But you're getting you're getting the rear wipers. You're getting, I believe it's defrost glass. You're going to get some bags with this rear window defroster and washer. You're going to get a storage bag for the front row panels for just up here. This is not available in Heritage Edition and Heritage Limited Edition because, well, you're getting a painted top. But for $695. Now, I have the soft top, and I personally really grown to like the soft top quite a bit. You will see us, we do plan on adding the Best Top down the road. But the Ford factory top, I know there's channels out there that have been like, oh, look, you can lift it up, this and that. Well, guess what? I could go to a Jeep and do the same thing. I think it's just trendy to kind of crap on the Bronco soft top. I think it's a very nice top. There's a couple things I don't like about it, and you might see a video down the road about it. But overall, the soft top to me that comes from the factory is pretty nice. And if you want yours, remember, hard tops, they're starting to crank more and more of them out, but they still will push your build back. So if you want the hard top, just expect that it's going to take maybe an extra 4 months or so to get your Bronco versus if you wanted the soft top. But let's see. I'm going to, on this build though, I think I'm going to add it. I think I really do want it. I think for $695, it's pretty cool. Now you can do the dual tops here if you want both. It's a strange option to me about that because I'm like, if I want one, I want one. Like I said, I really like our soft top, and if we had a two-door, definitely I'd want the hard top. Then I might look at the ability for a soft top as well, but I'm good with that. Let's see what else we got. So powder-coated steel bumper, or they have the Ford Performance heavy-duty bumper. Now, what are you getting with this for $575? Obviously, it's a different look. You're losing the fog light. You're getting a little bit more, it looks like front skid there. And that's about it. You get tow hooks on the other one. Let's look. So as you can see, you're still getting tow hooks there. So for $575, what are you getting? I guess the ability to add the winch down the road. But let's see. Available on all Bronco models except the limited editions. Includes steel bash plate under the front section of the vehicle. Removes standard LED fog lamps on Big Bend, Outer Banks, Black Diamond, Badlands, Wildtrak, and Everglades. So you're not going to get the lights there. But I'm going to leave it alone. I'm not touching it. I think that bumper right there is capable, and this is kind of a tweener build for me. I think I would add a lot of cool aftermarket parts to this. So the front bumper for me, honestly, I did a video early on this channel where I kind of pooed on that bumper, the modular bumper a little bit. So anyways, so now we can go into some more of the bash plate stuff, which is included, which is nice. So you are going to get, covers the front engine, transfer case, and fuel tank. I will say, after being under the Ford Bronco, they've done an excellent job at their skid plates. And I mean it. They've done the skids under this thing. I've taken it to some aftermarket companies, and they're like, we would basically do exactly what they've done. We can't really improve that. Now, there's one spot around the transfer case. I think they kind of left a gap in there that a lot of aftermarket companies are kind of solving that problem. But the gas skid alone is like a double thick plated that they've done, and it's pretty damn nice. So I, for one, am not gonna. I would go with their skids and not worry about it. I have them now. I'm not. Maybe if I beat the crap out of them down the road, I need to worry about that, but not today. So now we're getting into these protective moldings, and these are kind of silly to me. Now, if you like them because of the look, that's not silly. But what do they add to the protection? Nothing at all. Like, nothing at all. I don't know what made somebody think that these plastics here and up front were protecting anything. I don't know, because most of the time pinstriping from trees and stuff's right down the side. And they're $500. But once again, if you like those because you're like, man, that's a cool look, go for it. No problem in that. But I don't think they actually in off-roading do much at all. Fender flare kit. Let's see what we got here, because they do have a bunch of new options. These are metal fender flares, and they stick out, and yeah, they don't look really good to me. I thought the idea was to be able to pull these off when you're off-roading, not like add wings to it. But they're not for me. But once again, remember, these are my opinions. If you like those, go by all means, go for it. Now, here is a good option that I think had it been ready for me, I would have bought these with my Bronco when I bought my Bronco, but they weren't available just yet. The tube doors. Now, $1,800 to their tube doors. A little expensive. I've seen, I want to say I've seen some aftermarket options around $1,500, maybe even cheaper. But these are well thought out. They look good on the vehicle. I think Ford did a good job with them. And for $1,800, and if I was going to throw that in my financing, you're not going to notice it. And I recommend getting tube doors, especially if you have children. I know it's fun to run the doors off. And are those tube doors probably any safer than not having the doors on at all? I don't know what they actually add in a side impact crash, but I think for security alone, I know my daughter with our Jeep loves having the two doors in there. She just feels more secure. So if you have kids, I say do it, man. It'll make you still get all the cool air, and they can feel a little bit safer. These are some of the extra silly packages to me. If you like this kind of hood scoop that doesn't do anything, they're not cutting into the hood, making actually vents. Go for it. You're getting some cool tire covers that I'm not going to go into. I will say I do like this in here, the classic Ford look. I do like that one, but that's only for the 32-inch tire. So, removable steps. Now we're getting into some fun stuff. The cross rails too. So we'll look at these. I'm not a fan of these at all. They work? Of course they work. I just don't like the look of them, to be honest. I love how they mount to the front glass. I like the engineering behind it. I just not big on how they look. As you can see right there, look. Not available with Badlands 4-door with the 2.7 engine and the standard soft cloth top. So that's kind of a bummer. I mean, obviously you know why, because you can't mount them to the soft top. But I'm not sure still why the 2.7 and the Badlands, why that's not an option. But Ford says it is. They can't have it. All right, removable hoop steps. Let's look at these. These are actually pretty cool. I've seen these with the Everglades. As a step, they look really cool. I think they should have just done a full bar step and not worried about individual steps. But it's available in all series except Raptor. Available in 2-door and 4-door base models. Requires the 2-door. Removes the standard rock rail. So these hoops can be removed from the rail, adding ground clearance. Rails cannot support the weight of the vehicle. So that is not a real rock slider is what they're saying. It's just a cool step, which, I think most people would think they're rock sliders and then go beat them up and then fuss at Ford. Brush guard. So for $300, you can add that big hoop up there. And once again, you're going to need this bumper. So you can't do it without that. Requires Ford performance front bumper. Once again, we did not go with that. Let's see. Engine block heater, which still boggles my mind. I get it. There's a lot of people in the north, especially in Canada, that might want that. Here in the south, we never have to worry about that. The keyless entry pad. Finally, it's body matching color. They finally fixed that in 22. $110. I just don't like I don't like the look of it. I don't want some big bulky thing up here on the door. And then when I pull my door off, I've got to worry about, does it rip off when I'm putting them in the bags? For me, there's just a lot of worries that for me, the $110 is probably a lot of value, but for me, not so much. But as you can see, we're not getting rock rails on this package so far. I believe that is a steel rail bumper. I do believe that. Interior-wise, now, here's where you get some cool options. So you've got standard. It comes with the marine grain vinyl, dark space, black onyx seats. And let's see. So you can see there's a light gray around the dark black onyx. The dash is real black in here, and you're getting kind of a lighter gray to match the seats up here. I don't mind it at all. My buddy Luke with Lifestyle Off-Road has this package, and it looks good. I do like the blue trim with this, especially knowing that I'm getting a blue vehicle. The little black diamond blue trim will go with that. But you're getting, look, there's your dual climates and all that. Interior of this thing is great. Should show a front and rear locker, seeing how we added the Sasquatch package on that, but for some reason it's not showing. But I have good looking vehicle on the inside. Cannot complain at all. You're getting, there's your plates. You're getting the with the Sasquatch package, you get all the switches up there, so that's pretty cool. The cargo area protectors for $120. I personally haven't lost sleep over not having that, but if you do a lot and you don't want your stuff sliding around, I can definitely see that. Auxiliary switches, like I was just saying earlier, there they are. They come with the Sasquatch package, so definitely getting that. And I think people have learned their lessons and thought, well, I'll just add that after the fact. Well, then you have to wire it. So they come from the factory wired when you buy them this way, and that alone is worth it to me. I hate wiring anything, and you're getting the nice wiring block in the back of this thing, and you're ready to go. Now, next up, floor liners. I do really like the Ford Performance floor liners in this thing. So you're going to get the front and rear with carpeted floor mats, which I have no need for carpeted floor mats, or you can get just without the carpeted. Selecting that because we love those. Keeps all the dirt and grime. You can easily vacuum out these, plus they pop out. Real easy to deal with. So, yes, I highly, highly recommend getting these for any Bronco that you have. You can see they're molded for that vehicle. They snap in, snap out, real nice. Next up is here is something I wanted. This is a silly thing for me. I wanted this tailgate. When they showed me at launch, I was like all in about it. And then they were like, oh, well, we're not going to be able to have that for a while. And I was like, damn it. And as of right now, it is a factory-only option. Now, I think Ford will start selling this down the road. But, yeah, as of right now, it is the tailgate, the little slide-out metal. And it is metal, by the way. You can stand on that. You have no problems. But you do lose about 3 inches of depth where that mounts. But you're still getting you're keeping all your hoops, and you're keeping everything, all the capabilities that you had. You just lose a little bit of depth to it. But I like that a lot. Once again, for $600, is it silly? Yes. But there's sometimes we want silly things in our vehicles. Cargo nets, I'm not... Oh, what? Oh, no, we can't have it. If we get the Sasquatch package, we cannot have that. Damn you, Ford. Ugh! Well, which is strange because you can get that tailgate in the Everglades, and it's standard with the Sasquatch package. So, go figure. Storage bags, don't care anything about it. Storage bags for the doors, yes. So I don't care about the ones that strap into the vehicle. Don't care about that at all, honestly. But the door bags for removing these doors, I'm telling you, 100% makes it so much easier to remove the doors. I've had people go, Dave, you're just kind of being a wuss, man. Just grab the door and do it. And yes, but then you got to set it down, and hopefully you have somewhere carpeted area. For me, door bags, yes. And all day long. Let's see. Here it is for the door. Let's add that one. What? Oh, adding store also requires storage bags. Yeah, yes, we're good with that. We're good. Okay, Ford. Okay, you got me. I just feel like they should change these pictures a little bit for each option. So, sound deadening headliner. I want to say this is still included, but I'm hearing rumors that this is going to go away. So if you hit add, obviously it requires the hard roof. But right now it's free, but I'm being told after this year they are going to start charging for that again. You can get a tailgate table. These are made by Tuffy, a company that I work with every so often. They are very nice. Small little drill. I think you drill 2 holes in there, and it already shows where you drill, and ready to go for that. I'm not going to add that right now. I think down the road there might be something I want to do, but not right now. Safe deposit. Basically a gun box. No, don't need any of that. We're getting the Sync 4. You're getting the 7 speakers, including subwoofer now, that's a big for 23, they went, instead of just getting the the 2 4-inches and the 6 in there, they're adding the subwoofer because there's no bass in this thing whatsoever. I don't know what Ford was thinking on that, especially for me with the Badlands package. I paid a lot of money for that vehicle for no bass in there, so I'm going to have to do something down the road. So Ford, I commend you for finally stepping up and fixing that. Now, here is our look at that pretty Bronco. That thing is pretty sharp, and we are looking at $54,610. Guess what I did in 2021? I paid $54,000 for my Badlands with more options than I did for this one. Now, I didn't get the hard top, but that's about it. I got rock sliders. I got the front capable bumpers. So a couple things they have changed. So just be aware. Now, if you've been a reservation holder for a long time, they are price protecting that. And be sure when you go to pick yours up that they did keep the price protection with you. But so we're getting the 2.7, we're getting the full-time four-wheel drive, 10-speed automatic transmission. We're getting the 4.7 axles, which is, trust me, a much better axle. Rear locking differential. I thought Sasquatch package, though, added front lockers to that. Let's see, mid-package is what we added. We did add some towing. We went with the, okay, here it is. We got the high-gloss 17-inch wheels. 35-inch tires, the full steel bash plates that are included with everything. Interior is the black onyx. We're getting the floor liners, which was added. We are also getting some storage bags, front row, top panel, and the doors for that. And basically everything else is included. So our base price started at $43,330, and we've optioned this thing up $9,000. Broncos be getting expensive. So $54,610, which includes the $1,595 destination charge, which is some of the highest in the business. Toyota and Nissan, I think, are still under $1,000 for their delivery fees. Anyway, so that breaks it down to at 60 months, your payments would be $928. So if you want to play with the Broncos, well, it costs some money to play with the Broncos. So in the comments below, let me know what you think. Are you excited by this? Are you still Team Bronco, or have you moved on to some other thing? Have you, did sports cars start calling your name? I will say, if you were a Jeep guy looking to get a Bronco and you've been a long-time reservation holders, it's worth it. Are you getting the solid axle that you want to build the most flexy thing ever? No. But I guarantee you, once you drive this on the road, you're going to be like, damn, this does drive really nice, and I'm getting a lot of the same capabilities. So there is our 2023 Ford Bronco Black Diamond. Let us know what you think. So whether it be two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, or this Black Diamond that I don't need to drive. I have a Badlands. Anyways, this is your All Terrain Nation. I'm your host, David Boyd, and we're out. Peace, everybody. Love y'all.